Millions of people use ChatGPT, Gemini, and Copilot every day. But very few people know that these AI apps can also help you improve your English speaking. Hello everyone, welcome back to Learn with Shalima. I'm Shalima, your English coach. So if you want to improve your English speaking but you don't have anyone to practice with, this video is just for you. Today, I'm going to show you 4 free AI apps that can become your personal English speaking partner. And the best part is you don't need expensive courses or paid subscriptions to get started. Most people use these apps for searching information, asking questions, or getting help with their daily work. But if you use them in the right way, they can also help you practice speaking English, build confidence, and speak more naturally. And in this video, I won't just tell you the names of these apps. I'll also show you how you can use each for English speaking practice. And guys, make sure you watch until the end because I'll also share 5 ready to use AI prompt with you, each one designed for a different level and types of practices. So if you are a complete beginner, I'll give you a simple prompt to start speaking without feeling overwhelmed. If your English is a little better, you will get prompts for daily conversations and real life situations. And if you are already comfortable speaking English, so I will also give you an advanced prompts to challenge yourself, improve your fluency, and have more natural conversations. You won't have to think, what should I ask the AI? What should I talk about? What should I practice? I have got the prompts ready for you. You just have to open the app, start speaking, and start practice. So stay until the end, save those prompts, and let's start with the very first app. And trust me, you may already have this app on your phone. Yes, trust me. Yes, I'm going to talk about the app number one. App number one is called Google Gemini. You probably already have Gemini on your phone, but most people use it only to ask questions or get information. What if you could use it as your English speaking partner instead? Gemini has a voice conversation features called Gemini Live, where you can have a natural back and forth conversation with the AI. You can speak to it and it responds to you with its voice. And this is exactly how you can use it to practice English. Open Gemini Live and tell it something like, I am learning English. Please talk to me only in simple English. Ask me questions one by one, and after each answer, tell me how can I improve my English. Now, instead of just typing your answers, speak to Gemini. Tell about your daily routine, your hobbies, your work, your family, your plans, anything you like. So if you make a mistake, don't immediately stop the conversation. Let Gemini correct you and then say the corrected version again. Okay. You can also ask Gemini to act like a friend, interviewer, teacher, shopkeeper, or even a colleague at his different real life situations. That's important because sometimes we know English, but we don't know how to use it in real conversations. With Gemini Live, you can actually practice those conversations out loud. Google also specifically described Gemini Live as useful for natural voice conversations and practicing aloud. And the best part is that you don't need a separate English learning app for this. You can use Gemini voice feature directly from the mobile app. So if you already have Gemini on your phone, don't just use it for asking questions related to your problems. Use it as your daily English speaking partner. And remember, the goal isn't to have a perfect conversation. Okay? The goal is to speak more, make mistakes, get feedback, and become more comfortable speaking English. Now let's move to the second app. The second app is called ChatGPT, and this one can be especially useful if you want your AI partner to change the level of English according to your needs. Yes, you probably already know about ChatGPT, but you may not know that you can use it as your personal English speaking partner. ChatGPT has a voice feature that lets you speak to it naturally and hear its responses. The free plan also has access to voice, although free usage is limited and the limit can change. So instead of typing your questions, simply open voice and start speaking. So here is the best part. So here you have ChatGPT in your phone. So you can tell ChatGPT exactly how you want to practice English. For example, you can ask to it, okay, speak only in simple English. Ask your questions one by one, correct your grammar, help with the pronunciation, and explain your mistakes in an easy way. You can also ask it to act like a friend, interviewer, teacher, customer, or colleague, like in different situations with you. This is especially useful if you understand English but don't have anyone to practice speaking with. And don't worry about mistakes. Yes, making mistakes. In fact, make mistakes, because when ChatGPT corrects you, you can immediately try again and improve your answer. You can also ask it to speak slowly if you are a beginner, and later ask it to speak normally as your confidence improves. ChatGPT voice supports instructions about speaking and response style. Now, one important thing about the free version: you don't need to pay to start using voice, but free users have a limited amount of voice uses in a rolling 24-hour period, and that limit can change when you reach the limit. You will have to wait for access to reset or use another available options. So you don't need to buy ChatGPT Plus just to start practicing your English. The free version is enough to get started. And honestly, if you use it regularly, even for a short conversation every day, you can turn ChatGPT into a very useful English speaking partner. So if you already have ChatGPT on your phone, don't just use it to get answers. Use it to speak. Now let's move to our third one. Yes, third app. And this one is interesting because it comes from a company that many of you probably already use every day. Yes, Microsoft Copilot. You may already know Copilot as Microsoft's AI assistant, but you can also use it as a free English speaking partner. The free version of Microsoft Copilot is available at no cost, and Copilot is available on Android and iOS. The web. When you sign in with a personal account, you can access features including longer conversations and voice interactions. And this is what makes it useful for English learners. You can simply start a voice conversation with Copilot and speak to it naturally. Copilot listens and responds with its voice, so you get a real back and forth conversation instead of you just typing messages. You can use it to practice different situations. For instance, you can ask Copilot to act like a friend, a colleague, an interviewer, or someone you are meeting for the first time. This way, you are not practicing the same kind of conversation every day. You can change the situations and challenge yourself with something new. And here is another useful thing for beginners. If you are more comfortable with Hindi, you can even use Hindi when you need help understanding something. Microsoft lists Hindi amongst Copilot supported text languages, and Hindi is also supported for Copilot voice. But I would suggest one thing: try to keep the actual conversation in English. Use your first language only when you really need an explanation, because the more time you spend actually speaking English, the more comfortable you will become. And there is no need to buy Microsoft 365 just to access the basic free Copilot experience. Microsoft clearly distinguished the free Copilot from the paid Microsoft 365 versions. So if you are looking for a free AI conversation partner and you already use Microsoft products, Copilot is definitely worth trying. And remember, don't just ask Copilot questions. Talk to it, because your goal is not only to get answers from AI. Your goal is to use AI to practice your English. Now let's move to our fourth and final app. And this one is a little different from the first three because it's mainly known for searching and finding information with AI. You may know Perplexity as an AI search app, but you can also use its voice features to practice your English. The Perplexity Android app supports voice input, and its Android assistant can handle voice activated tasks. Now I want you to use Perplexity a little differently. Instead of using it only to search for information, talk to it in English. You can ask it to have a simple conversation with you, and you ask you questions or help you practice a particular topic. And because Perplexity is mainly designed for finding information rather than long conversation, I would use it especially for topic based English practice rather than expecting it to behave exactly like a dedicated English tutor. For example, you can choose a topic like travel, technology, food, movies, or your daily life and have a short English conversation around that topic. You can also ask it to explain an English word or phrase that you don't understand and then continue the conversation. And there is another useful advantage because Perplexity is built around search. You can ask it about real and current topics and then use those topics to practice speaking. So you are not only practicing random English, you are learning to talk about things you actually see and hear in everyday life. Now let's talk about the free part. Perplexity has a standard free plan. It includes particularly limited unlimited basic searches, while some advanced features have limits. The free plan currently includes 3 pro searches per day. So you don't need to pay subscription to just start using Perplexity. And the Android app itself is free to download. So if you already have Perplexity on your phone, you can use it for another purpose. Don't just search with AI, speak with AI. And remember, the app itself won't improve your English automatically. You have to speak. The more you actually use English during these conversations, the more comfortable you can become. Okay, now guys, we have reached the part 1 that I promised you. Okay, so here I have prepared 5 different AI prompts that you can use with these apps to practice your English speaking. And I didn't make all 5 prompts the same. The first one is for complete beginners. The second one is for daily conversation practice. And the third one is for real life situations. The fourth one will help you think in English and improve your fluency. And the fifth one is more advanced speaking practice. So choose the prompt according to your level and start practicing. Don't worry about writing everything down. I'll put all 5 prompts in the description so you can easily copy them and use them later. Okay, so let me tell you here also the first one for beginners. Okay, this is for beginners. If you are a complete beginner and you are scared of speaking English because you don't know what to say, use this prompt. Open your AI app and say, I am a complete beginner in English and I want to improve my speaking. Act as my friend, English speaking partner. Speak to me using very simple English and ask me one easy question at a time about my daily life. Wait for my answer before asking the next question. Do not interrupt me while I'm speaking. After I finish answering, Correct only my important mistakes and show me a simple and natural way to say the same thing. If you don't understand a word or question, explain it in a very simple English. Please encourage me and don't make me feel nervous about making mistakes. Let's start with the first question. That's it. Now the AI will start asking you simple questions and you can answer them by speaking. Don't worry about making mistakes, okay? And guys, let me tell you, maybe in description I cannot write all 5 prompts because there is a limit of words, okay? So here that's why I am telling you every prompt here. So you can just see, you can just write somewhere, and definitely I'll try to write every prompt in my description, okay? Now let's say you already understand basic English but you have a problem. You understand English but you don't speak it confidently. For you, use the second prompt, okay, which I'm going to tell you. Tell the AI that I understand English, but I have difficulty speaking confidently. I want you to be my daily English speaking partner. Have a natural conversation with me for 10 minutes. Ask me question about my daily life, families, hobbies, work, studies, opinions, and experiences. Ask only one question at a time and listen carefully to my answer. Don't give me the answer before I speak. After every 2 or 3 answers, briefly point out my most important mistakes and show me more natural ways to express my ideas. Keep the conversation natural and friendly. Please don't make the questions too easy. So let's begin. Guys, this prompt will help you move from understanding English to actually using it in conversation. Okay, so here is the prompt 3, real life situations. Okay, this is one of my favorite because sometimes we can speak English in front of an AI. But when we actually go to the restaurant, attend an interview, travel somewhere, or talk to a stranger, we suddenly don't know what to say. So for real practice, use this prompt. Okay, so tell to your AI that I want to improve my English speaking for real life situations. Act as a person I might meet in everyday life and have a realistic conversation with me. Choose one situation at a time, such as ordering food, shopping, traveling, meeting someone for the first time, or talking to a colleague, making an appointment, or asking for help. Do not tell me what to say. Ask me questions and respond naturally to my answers. Let me make mistakes and finish speaking before correcting me. And at the end of the conversation, give me feedback on my grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, and natureness. And then tell me 3 better experience I could use in this situation. So let's start with the random real life situation. Now, you are not just learning English, you are practicing English for situations you may actually face in real life. Okay, so here is the prompt number 4. Okay, this prompt is also very important for those who can already speak some English but still translate everything in their head before speaking. So, if that's your problem, this prompt is for you. Okay, the prompt is, you can just tell to your AI that I want to improve my English fluency and stop translating from my first language. Have a natural English conversation with me. Ask me open-ended questions that require me to explain my thoughts, opinions, experiences, and reasons. Do not ask only yes or no questions. If I make a small mistake, let me finish speaking before correcting me. After each answer, give me a short correction and one more natural way to express my ideas. If I get stuck, help me with a small hint instead of giving me a complete answer. Gradually make the questions more challenging as the conversation continued. So let's start. The important thing here is don't translate. Try to explain your thoughts using the English you already know. Okay? Even if your sentence isn't perfect, keep speaking. All right? That's how you build fluency. And finally, we have the 5th prompt. This one is for those learners who are already comfortable speaking English and now want to challenge themselves and sound more natural. So use this prompt. Okay. I want to take my English speaking from intermediate to advanced. As in, act as a challenging but supporting English speaking partner. Have a natural conversation with me and ask follow up questions based on my answers. Discuss different topics such as current issues, technology, education, in relationships, society, personal goals, and opinions. Do not simplify the conversation too much. Challenge me to explain my ideas, give reasons, compare different opinions, and defend my point of views. Do not interrupt me while I'm speaking. After every few answer, give me feedback on my grammar, vocabulary, fluency, sentence structure, and also tell me when my English is grammar is grammatically correct but sounds unnatural, and show me a more natural way to say it. So let's begin. Okay, and this is where you can really challenge yourself. Don't choose easy topics every time. Talk about your opinions, explain your ideas, disagree with the AI, ask questions, and try to keep the conversation going. So these were the 5 AI prompts and 5 AI apps. So you have one for complete beginners, for one daily conversation, and one for real life situation, and one for thinking in English and improving fluency, and one for advanced speaking practice, right? And remember, don't just copy these prompts and save them for somewhere. Actually, we use them. Choose one AI app, one prompt. Start a voice conversation and speak, because an AI app cannot improve your English if you only type into it. You have to speak. And if you practice regularly, you will slowly become more comfortable expressing yourself in English. So I'll put all 5 prompts in the description, so you can copy them from there. Also you need them, because you need them, so whenever you need them. And if this video helped you, don't forget to like my video, subscribe to Learn with Shalima for more simple and practical English speaking videos. So I'll see you in the next video. Keep practicing, keep shining, keep speaking. So this is Shalima signing off. Take care and speak English with confidence. All the best.